Welcome to the Urban Land Conservancy's lightning presentation about the Metro Denver Impact Facility, or MDIF is how we know it. Hi, I'm Aaron Maripal, President and CEO of the Urban Land Conservancy. We're a Denver-based nonprofit real estate organization that works on a variety of nonprofit and housing issues in the Metro Denver region. Like many of you, the Denver region is no longer an equitable place to live. We have a significant affordable housing crisis. In a region of 3 million people, we have over 150,000 home shortfall to support working Coloradans. Half of our existing residents, both rental and for sale, half of our residents are cost burdened by housing expenses. It's not limited to housing. It's also commercial and industrial rental prices are also very high. So it makes access for nonprofits to get into buildings very challenging. So for us, one of the key things is finding capital and significant capital that's affordable, that we can use to deploy and buy properties has been a critical need. MDIF is modeled to finance property acquisitions with patient low interest capital for 5 to 7 years. Takeout comes with other permanent lenders and developers. So for affordable housing or for a school, that's the permanent financing. This patient low interest capital is lent to us anywhere from 1.5% to 3%. Each acquisition is locally underwritten by First Bank, which is really important. Having that local bank relationship is really critical. First Bank is 25 million of the 50 million in MDIF. Every junior loan is leveraged 100% with First Bank. And that's matching every impact investment loan made. Lending into MDIF is a direct community investment. MDIF's purpose is to support the creation and preservation of permanent affordable housing, community facilities, schools, affordable commercial space. A lot of it is focused around transit-oriented development. So that's really key so that our folks have good access to the housing, to the businesses, nonprofit facilities that they'll go into. In addition, we use our community land trust to ensure that everything we're buying will be in a 99-year ground lease with our development partners, with our schools, et cetera. ULC has acquired 9 properties using over $30 million in MDIF. Of these acquisitions, I would like to highlight 3 properties. The first is Hudson at the Holly, an area rich in history that serves the African-American community in Northeast Park Hill in Denver. We bought the property. It was a shopping center that had been firebombed in 2008. We were able to buy it in 2009 with really the support of the community. We did some environmental remediation, and then we worked with the community to come up with a plan. It wasn't ULC dictating what should be there. It was really the residents, other stakeholders who said, we need a school, we need a Boys and Girls Club. And so we were able to work with all of them to actually do a 99-year community land trust with the Boys and Girls Club. And then more recently, we used MDIF to buy back the school building, which had closed its doors in 2019. We purchased it and then using MDIF, and now I'm happy to say we're going to be able to sell it back to the Center for African American Health, which will own the building, and it'll be in a 99-year ground lease. MDIF and the Community Land Trust made that happen. Second property I want to talk to you about is at 48th and Race. It's a transit-oriented development, TOD, and this is right by the National Western Stock Show. So it's a really high visible location. A lot of real estate folks are in the community buying up property. We were fortunate to buy a little over 6 acres, light industrial site back in 2015. It's 2 blocks from the station, that literally is 1 station from downtown Denver. At this location, we're going to be doing both permanently affordable housing and we're going to be doing a clinic, and this is actually under construction. So we have 150 apartments being built by Columbia Ventures, and then Tapiec Community Health Center, which has been in the community for over 25 years, will have their new home on the ground floor, which is fantastic. Both Tapiec and Columbia will be in a 99-year ground lease with us. Again, we used MDIF to purchase the site. Again, a great combination of how MDIF and the CLT work together. The final 2 properties I want to talk to you about is in Lakewood. It's the Harlan Nonprofit Centers East and West. And these 2 buildings have been homes to 2 large nonprofits, Lutheran Family Services and Easter Seals. We purchased these 2 buildings using MDIF totaling over $7 million. And it was critical so that we could preserve these locations for these two anchor tenants that really needed to be able to stay there. So that gives you a good lay of the land for how we do our work. Thanks for joining our lightning session, and please feel free to visit our website, urbanlandc.org, to learn more about MDIF and ULC. Thanks a lot.